Hey folks, Dave here with another video review. Up today is the unique Toys Warlord Savage Bull. Okay, as you saw, he came kind of loose in the package there. So I just wanted to show y'all because I really don't like that. When it comes loose like that, figures tend to rub against the plastic that's in the front, and they tend to get scratched up. See, so you can tell from this packaging here, they scraped here and here and here. I mean, not that I care about packaging, but I do care about my figure. Okay, now this figure has been getting a lot of hate on Facebook and different sites like that, and I wanted, well, I have the other two, so I wanted to give him a try. A lot of times these people complain about figures without actually having the figure. They just see it and go, oh, I hate it. I mean, I don't know why they do that, but you know, they just do. Okay, he does have knee articulation, hip, upper thigh, okay, shoulder, right, lower arm and upper due to transformation. Okay, he does have this shoulder pad here, which is different from his brother. Does turn, part of the transformation also, and can go forward, but that's all part of the transformation. And he does have right there, okay, waist joint. His ball joints are kind of weak, and they're kind of weak on his shoulders too. But heck, even Hasbro toys are kind of weak on ball joints, and you know, what can we expect? I really hope that we see the demise of ball joints soon, because something tells me most of my ball joint figures are gonna eventually be like this. Okay, transformation is simple. Close this part here, close this part, the foot here. Okay, pull out the tail beforehand, close it. There's a tab here. Okay, you can see it there, and there's a connection point there. You just tap that together, and then you close the legs together. And before that, I wanted to show you. Okay, if you can, there we go. You can see this tab here. It locks into his waist right there. Now this forms a very strong connection, but it also makes it difficult for the figure to be pulled out. For this review, I will push it in all the way, that way you can see it, but I don't recommend doing that. Okay, heard the click. Alright, these are nice. These little side pieces, they do tab onto those. See if you can see, fat finger out of the way, there it is. And they tab here, so they do lock into place there, which is pretty nice, because the other figure didn't have that. Arms are pretty simple. Okay, you got to turn this forearm out, but then you got to turn this in. Let's see, turn this in. Okay, there you go. Then close this forearm onto its top. If you see this tab here, okay, that goes on the inside, it connects here. Okay, close that up and tab it. Come on, tab. Okay, let's see, here we go. Okay, once tabbed, then you go down here and you connect that here. See this silver post we moved earlier? It tabs into a slot there. See if I can show you the slot. There you go. Closes on there. Other arm do the same. Okay. Alright. See? Come on. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Sometimes I feel like I'm not, sometimes they don't. Come on, why are you doing this to me? Oh, that's why, because I didn't set it straight. Okay, well this arm doesn't want to work that well, but let's pretend to lock into place. Shoulder covers up the space in between, and like that. Let me try again on this arm. Why does it want to work for me? Okay, let me try again. Turn that straight. That right. Well, it doesn't want to work for me. Did it earlier and it worked, and now it doesn't. Okay, pull down the legs from the back here. Turn them around. Pull back the legs out. Turn it around. These are turned around. Kind of look funky like that. We'll turn it around there. Okay. And this sucker. Oh, that looks okay, I guess. Here it goes forward like this. Mouth does open. Okay. And there he is. Okay, he's not as bad as people give him, or trying to say he is. He's actually pretty cool. I do have some issues, especially with that waist joint. It's just so darn strong. He does come with the card, and he comes with the instruction booklet. With an instruction booklet that feels super cheap now. Not as good as the other quality of the figures. Alright. I mean, the instructions are still horrible. Okay? They're just horrid. I don't know what they're thinking when they were writing these instructions, but the horrid does come with his sword. Okay, and he does come with the base. Well, folks, I think they listen to your complaints. Let's find out. A lot of people are complaining because this base kind of turns floppy once it's out. So let's find out they fixed it. Nope, still floppy. They didn't listen to our complaints. Okay, still floppy. Okay. Alright, it still has the light on features. Phew. Which to me are kind of useless. Don't know why you want light on features on that thing. You know, it's kind of waste. They should have put that money towards better plastic or something. I don't know. Alright, and just like it's the other release, you can connect. Okay, I'm just going to do them real fast here. You can connect this piece by connecting these two tabs to the tabs that are in the bottom of his feet. Okay, you put this down. Okay, you come in here and you just tab it. Okay, and it does go up. Whoops. They're supposed to tab it. There we go. And it does go up. Cannons can go down and so forth. Okay, and you can see it says, what is it, UT, and on the other side, if it wasn't full of junk, you could see unique toys. Mine actually has white paint covering the unique toys, so I may have to open mine up and try to clean that. Okay, overall, I can see where people are complaining. These modes look very skinny when in animal mode. It does help when you do add these weapons on top of him, but it's a very skinny figure. it's also a very expensive figure for what you get. This should really be at the most a $60 figure, at the most. But this one is $95. I got mine on BBTS, and I got a cheaper price for it on beforehand. And I gotta say, after seeing it in my hand, I don't think the price drop was enough. Okay, it just doesn't feel like it's enough. Right, transformer back, you just reverse everything. One thing, to release that super tight joint, I figured out, let's open these, that if you wiggle it down, it'll pop out one at a time. Okay, so that's the way I can see it. And of course, these things are getting loose all over the place. Alright, let's check how he stands, or he compares to his other two comrades. So they match pretty good spot size-wise there. Okay, they all kind of look about the same height, which is good. In case you are wondering how big that height really is, let's find out. Hopefully everybody has Ratchet here. They're slightly taller than Ratchet, just by a bit, not by too much. So basically you're getting deluxe figure for that. One thing I gotta say, the packaging I don't really like. I think it's stupid, especially once you add the bad bios or introductions that they put. Look how chock full of errors this is. Okay. Overwhelming strength and power. Savage Blue is never a reasonable guy. It seems that anger is the only emotion he has, and he always dashes around madly to give vent to his fury, which makes others think there is something wrong with his circuitry. He has amazingly good stamina and thick armor, and he can store surplus fuel to supply his teammates. He makes mistakes constantly for his lack of intelligence. It just sounds off. Something's off about it. But I really think that these third-party companies should even stop making boxes. Just ship us our figures in a white, box with no designs, and save the money to put towards the figure. Because I like this figure. It just has little couple issues with the plastic. But it's not as bad as people are trying to make him seem. He's not as terrible. He's not, what did one guy say? A piece of shit. Excuse my language. He's not that bad. I think a lot of times these people see something on a picture on the internet and make their decision on the picture instead of trying to figure out this figure is actually pretty good or not. I don't know. It's just bad. It also doesn't help that these third-party companies are charging an arm and a leg for some of these things. I mean, this is in no way worth $95. That's it shipped. That $95 shipped. It's not worth that. It really isn't. And I wouldn't recommend buying it at $95. I have a feeling because these guys are sitting at places like BBTS and TF Source that you'll eventually see them come down to about $60, $65, and that's probably about the price range that they're supposed to be bought at. I'm gonna have to buy them at the more expensive price because I want to make sure I get all 5. I really like the feel that they put out. I mean, it puts out a G1-ish type of feel, and that's the type of figure I wanted to get. These reformatted ones are also awesome, but not something I want for myself personally. But this is pretty much it. And thank you for watching. Have a nice day, night, evening, weekend, or whatever you're doing. And this is Dave signing off.